Right, it's time for business, and Sandra Fenu is here. Hello, Sandra.
Hi, Israel. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday to you, too.
Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, good.
We have a lot to talk about banking, financial sector crisis.
Yeah, you bring it us.
Good evening. My name is Sandra Mapeno. As always, I'm here for business. Registrar General Jemima Owari says liquidation process for collapsed fund management firms can only begin after a court approval. The Securities and Exchange Commission last week announced the appointment of the Registrar General as official liquidator for the process. There were reports the approval could be secured today, Monday, November 11. But speaking to Joy Business, Madam Owari said it could take a while for the process to begin.
Petition to the courts yet, because this thing happened on Friday.
Yeah.
As a liquidator, I also have powers to appoint external solicitors.
Okay.
I'm now going through that process to get my external solicitors to petition the courts to enable me wind up these companies. In the interim, the Securities Industries Act itself has provisions that have enabled us to lock down all those firms, all those fund managing firms. So currently, none of those firms' offices are opened, to enable us protect the assets of the creditors. That is so important to us and the depositors. And so currently, as I speak, there is going to be at least a close down of all these firms to enable us rein in as many assets as we can, find out what the books are actually stating, and then by the time I come in, at least I'll have something to work with. We realized in the past we made a mistake with firms like DKM, where many of the assets were dissipated by the time I came in, and creditors lost as a result of that. That is why at least we've taken that proactive step of closing down all these firms in the interim under the orders of Securities Exchange Commission. They have the powers to do that. And then after that, I'll have to get powers from the court to liquidate those companies. Those are two separate things.
Okay.
And the week started on a rather bad note for some customers of collapsed fund management companies after the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) ordered the revocation of the licenses of some 32 operating fund managers, including Black Shield, hitherto Gold Coast Fund Management. Charles Haite has been on the ground interacting with some aggrieved customers over the issue.
On a Monday morning, customers came in to meet an empty premise and notices from the Securities and Exchange Commission.
I saw you reading the posters here this morning. What exactly is the story?
But as I have said already, it has put me in a very dire situation. I've had 4 of them completed, but 2 of them also started their masses. They all still dependent on me. I decided, upon advices of certain friends, they showed me here, and I came, but unfortunately I wasn't lucky, and all my money has been locked up.
With a chunk of customers having their funds locked up being pensioners, I tracked down one Papa Kwesi, a 79-year-old pensioner who invested close to 150,000 cedis. He narrates how dire the situation has been for him.
We cannot get money from anywhere else. The money we get from outside is somebody's money. We have our own money in the country, which we can use. And that is why, as a nationalistic person, I gave it to an indigenous bank in Ghana. And if the indigenous bank in Ghana is failing me, where else do we have to go? Definitely we cannot dig the ground and put our monies there. We have to put it somewhere, especially when we are not in the working stage. Money must be somewhere. Now, if we are getting frustrated where our money should be, what else can we do? Keep it for the thieves to come and take? What else can we do? It is a serious case in this nation. Something must be done. And as I've said, they shouldn't talk of getting part of your when I have lived for all these years and got all this, whatever I have, I can't lose it in a matter of 1 year. It's not possible.
At a stakeholders meeting on Friday before releasing a list of the affected companies, the Director General of SEC, Reverend Daniel Ogbametete, said troubled securities firms that have still not been able to address concerns raised about the operations over the years are among those affected by the action. But for customers like 79-year-old Papa Kwesi, the approach by SEC could spell doom for the financial sector.
SEC too is not doing anything until last Friday. They came out with a boom. This boom, they have to manage it properly. Otherwise, we are going to be very, 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 in fact, some of us, we are even getting mad.
Meanwhile, the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, has appointed the Registrar General's Department as the receiver of the defunct fund managers. A validation exercise to facilitate the payment of funds to customers is also expected to roll out this week. But for affected customers like this pensioner, time is of the essence. For Joy Business, Charles Aite reporting.
Thanks so much for watching. I'm back after 8 p.m. with more business news. My name is Sandra Esinam Apeno.